Hey guys, what's going on? My name is Joe and welcome to a brand new video, and this is going to be more of like a chill, sit back and kind of talk video. And this was kind of inspired because I saw a post on Twitter by Skyman, and I'll link it fully down below, but essentially Skyman, a very prominent TF2 figure in the community, is taking a break from TF2, and just a kind of general response and consensus from that tweet, and just how I've been feeling over the past few months has kind of made me want to make this video. And this is going to be how it feels to be a TF2 YouTuber, or what it's like being a TF2 YouTuber slash streamer in 2019. And as I said, this is like a more of a sit down and kind of talk video, so there's likely going to be minimal editing. It's just going to be kind of me getting how I feel about Team Fortress 2 in its current state, along with being a content creator in this game and in this community. So the first thing I want to talk about is the state of Team Fortress 2 as a whole in 2019. And the game's in a truly unique state at the moment because it's not necessarily dying. There's no massive decreases in player count or anything like that. It's just neglected by its devs. Realistically, the only new content we can expect is around Scream Fortress, and even then it pains me to say it, but I really don't expect anything more than a new cosmetic case, maybe a few new maps, but nothing of any real significance. We've heard next to nothing from the TF2 devs for multiple years. In fact, the first time they used their Twitter in multiple months, if not years, was to communicate with us about a game ruining, economy breaking glitch. So they really don't communicate with us unless they absolutely have to and their back's against the wall. So we don't know if there's an update in the works. We've heard from like a Valve News Network video that, oh, there's a minimum of 2 to 10 people on the TF2 dev team, but like realistically that's all speculation, you know. People have heard it on viewings and stuff, but they say it changes every day, and even then that's not confirming that they're actively working on an update for the game, you know. And with this in mind, even though the player count isn't falling as of yet, if Team Fortress 2 remains in this state for the foreseeable future, it almost becomes an inevitability that people are going to get bored. You can't expect people to just play the same game over and over again without getting bored. And that brings me on to the YouTuber perspective. So put yourself in the shoes of someone who has built their whole persona online for playing one singular game, right? People expect you to play that game, but they're also humans, right? So just like you don't want to play the same game over and over again for the rest of your life, neither do they. And I know a lot of people out there realise this, and a lot of people out there are capable of comprehending basic human emotions, but unfortunately a lot of people aren't. And this post recently popped up on the Reddit. It's got something stupid like 8,000 plus upvotes, and it's a meme about how TF2 YouTubers quit the game, right? And the thread essentially turned into the TF2 Reddit just completely ripping into TF2 YouTubers of past and present for playing other games. Noticeably so, they ripped into people like Muselk and people like RT for playing other games. RT himself put this response up, which I thought was a perfect synopsis, but the thread was very messy, to say the least. And what actually upsets me about this post is that it really couldn't be further from the truth. You see, this post says TF2 YouTuber uploads a video of them playing other game than TF2 and gets popular. Loyal viewers. Congrats on the rise of subs, man. Please don't forget about us. TF2 YouTuber, and then it's a meme of Andy dropping Little Woody with a TF2 logo on his face saying, I don't want to play with you anymore. This could not be further from reality. And the hilarious part is, this is perfectly contrasted by the Reddit TF2, right? So this very post is just filled with an absolute cesspit of people ripping into Muselk for playing Fortnite and Overwatch, which perfectly contrasts this post which says, loyal viewers congratulating the rise of subs and saying don't forget about us. If in the same post that you claim you're saying that, just down below you're all ripping into him for playing Fortnite and stuff instead, why would he want to not forget about you? Like, you're literally giving him reason to forget about you and giving him reason to distance himself further from TF2 than he is already. Also, and just on an editor's note, right, every time I've made a video that isn't Team Fortress 2, I've not had one person say, wow, congrats in the rise of subs. It's been quite literally the opposite. So this post, I don't know who made it, but it's pretty deluded. Like, put yourself in this perspective, right? Let's say you're in a group of friends and you go through all your school life with this group of friends. In the last year of school, you become a prefect, so you don't get to spend as much time with these friends as you did beforehand due to other opportunities. You know, being a prefect of the school, it's a good opportunity, right? You look back at your group of friends that you used to hang out with every day, like a year ago, and they're all just saying, oh, why is he a prefect? Oh, he's only being a prefect for the money, like blah blah blah. Like, you wouldn't want to go back to that group of friends, would you? Because they switch on you in the snap of a finger. Whilst we're on the topic of Muselk, I just want to express how much I disdain the fact that he still gets hate for betraying TF2 and stuff. He didn't betray TF2 in the slightest. He started making videos on other games, and the opportunity arose to where he could further his channel, his career, and just overall his quality of life by playing other games, right? Why wouldn't you take that opportunity? Let's say he never started playing Overwatch and he never started playing Fortnite. Do you think he would be as rich, as successful, as famous, as happy as he is now if he carried on making TF2 videos for the rest of his life? Because it's not possible. I love TF2, right? Don't get me wrong, I'm happy for the opportunities that TF2 has granted me over the years. But realistically, there's content added once every blue moon. Fortnite has content added every week. Like, if you get the opportunity to constantly make refreshing content so you don't get burnt out, play multiple games that you enjoy playing that are fresh to you, that you haven't been playing for the last 10 years, you'd snatch that opportunity in a heartbeat for the well-being of your mental health. Your mental health will drastically increase if you're able to just make fresh videos and not repeat the same process over and over again, because it becomes more of a chore than something you actually enjoy doing, which is never something that is good when it comes to YouTube. And then of course there's the issue with the game itself, right? Now once again, I play TF2 pretty much every day. I record background footage, I stream TF2, in fact I've been streaming it a lot more on Twitch recently. And pretty much every single game, especially when I'm streaming, I'll get at least one person join with a racist word in their name, or a homophobic slur in their name, or saying something extremely controversial, racist, offensive, something bad in the chat. And pretty much every single time when I stream. It's not as prominent when I'm recording, but I have chat turned off anyway, so even if there is stuff being said, I can't see it. Just the fact that you have to take precautions to hide your chat and literally restrict yourself from using voice chat, text chat, and even in some cases hide names from the kill feed in videos, it's a precaution that I can't really think of any other game that you have to take, you know? And it's quite a sad thought. I know, I guess you could say it's a vocal minority, and the post having 8,000 upvotes is not really anything in the grand scheme of things, but it just kind of upsets me, you know, to think that if I branch out into a popular game like Fortnite, I'm bound to get a ton of dislikes and hate comments saying, oh, don't be Muselk 2.0, just for playing a game. You know, it kind of gets you into the thought process when you see this kind of stuff happening, that you should only ever be allowed to play Team Fortress 2 all day every day, almost out of fear that you'll be known as the next Muselk, or oh, don't become PyroJoe and play another game. Like, it's literally fear and almost bullying people into only being allowed to play one game on their own YouTube channel. I remember when RT Game, who, by the way, now has over 2 million subscribers, so if you're watching this, Daniel, mate, you know how proud I am, and congratulations. But yeah, that when RT quit Team Fortress 2, I distinctly remember that he literally had people hoping and praying that he would lose all his subscribers and his channel would die, so he'd be forced to come back to Team Fortress 2. Do you know how demoralizing that is? To have a community that you've raised over the years, have the possibility that they'll turn their back on you and use you as an example like they are with Muselk. Like, it is quite a scary concept, man. Borderlands 3 is just around the corner, and I fully intend on making videos on Borderlands 3. How it's gonna go down, I don't know, and I'm honestly quite petrified. Now, this isn't me saying, oh, I'm quitting TF2 or anything like that, but it's just more me sort of venting the fact that I feel afraid of uploading videos of stuff other than Team Fortress 2 due to people giving me hate and people preying on my, you know, channel's death and stuff like this, just for simply playing a new game that I want to enjoy. And the thing is, I do still enjoy TF2 inherently. I still find the game fun, I still find the trading aspect interesting, I still think the items that are occasionally added to the game are cool, I still make videos on the game pretty much every day, right? I'm gonna make TF2 videos for as long as I enjoy it. If the day comes where I stop enjoying the game and I don't find the game fun anymore, I'll stop making videos on it. Whether that's in 5 months, 5 years, 50 years time, God knows, but I will eventually stop making TF2 videos, as I'm sure the majority of other Team Fortress 2 YouTubers will. And realistically, I'm sure every single other TF2 YouTuber will quit, whether it's 1 month, 10 months, a year, 10 years. People will quit, and it's just a harsh reality that people are going to have to face. This game isn't going to stick around for eternity. And it's just a matter of fact of how you deal with it from here on out when a TF2 YouTuber decides that for their own mental well-being they're going to start playing other stuff. And just for the record, right, I'm not complaining about a lack of views if I play another game. You know, if I make a Borderlands playthrough and it gets 200 views an episode, that's not me complaining about the TF2 community. If I make a Borderlands video and it gets a ton of dislikes and comments saying, oh my god, you made a Borderlands video, oh my god, Musak 2.0, blah blah blah, that's when the issues start to arise, right? People don't expect, you know, if I watch a TV channel about cars all day every day and suddenly they start uploading makeup videos, I'm gonna be a bit like, oh, what the hell, and probably stop watching it. I'm not gonna write to the director of the TV channel complaining to them that they should only do cars for the rest of time, you know, it's just not practical. But yeah, I think that's pretty much everything I wanted to say. I had like a few brief notes written down, and I think that is just about it covered. So in short, Musak isn't a bad person in my opinion. He just furthered himself for his own mental well-being and his career and just his quality of life. He'd be much less successful if he didn't do that. TF2 YouTubers are people too. They're going to get burnt out of a game much like you will. You can't expect them to enjoy the same thing on a loop every day for the rest of time. It's just not practical, and you can't be annoyed when you start to see people dropping from the game. Instead of using that energy to throw hate and send vile messages and hate towards those people, just invest it into supporting another TF2 creator that perhaps doesn't have as many subscribers. But guys, that is just about it for this video. If you did enjoy, please do remember to leave a like, leave your thoughts down below, and peace.